Good morning. Morning, everybody. I guess it's like 1 o'clock for me, but it's morning for some of you. Happy time zones. Let me turn down Spotify. Spotify, what if you chilled? Hope everyone's doing well. Lola, thanks for being actually first today. I did see you had to raid. No worry, or lurk. No worries about that. Enjoy your lurk. Lena is so close to doing another tarot reading. Noted. I did not do my hair today, so if that ends up happening this stream, I apologize for my appearance in advance. Oh, there it is. There it is. Lena was just waiting. Okay, can I fix my hair first? I'm gonna fix it first, because it is just in a sad saggy bun right now. They break my widget. How dare they? Refresh, refresh, refresh. It's fine. You guys don't really need to know what song's playing, right? It's not that important. Spotify is having a sleepy day, right? Like, Spotify is playing, but the widget is not working. It's okay though. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were about to try and fix a bunch of problems. Looks like we can only... My rival is at the pizzeria. Grace and Loxley are being hassled by an absolute unit. Oh no. Rhapsody and Zapper and a play to winner are having a loud argument about strategy. Jinx and Domino are trying to deal with someone hogging her racing game. Wow, that's rude. What do you think we should do first? Also, is Samantha here yet? Samantha, if you are here, please speak up so I don't feel like we're starting the game without you. Should I go tag her on threads? Like, we're starting the story. Hello, hi James, how's it going? We're about to deal with some altercations. Okay, I'm gonna tag Samantha, hold on. I'm live, FYI. So just so that when she does show up, she can't say I didn't try. I'm gonna be like, check your threads DM. End of the first chapter. Okay, thanks for letting me know that we are nearing the end of the first chapter. We were wondering about that. I would have added a question mark, but it's broken. That's okay. I can't be gutsy without Samantha. Yeah, she's all the gutsy I've got. The first chapter is the longest. Okay, good to know. I always appreciate your knowledge of this game. Person whose real name isn't actually James. I just remember that you told me that one time and it's always stuck with me. I'm sorry. I feel like this is the most unhinged duo to have together, Domino and Jinx. Like, I feel like I'm gonna go do the 3 things that involve my teammate and ignore my stupid rival because he's stupid. But I guess if I want to go mac on my rival, I should probably go do that. We go rizz up my rival. Ignore my friends, rizz my rival. To be fair, we've known each other longer. I like that. It says, I think my rival and I need to have some words about this mess. Should we have some words? Sorry, I'm also just eating a cheese Danish right now. Forgive me. Pretty good. Amidst all the surrounding chaos, I somehow managed to find Disco Fist, which is great because this is all his fault. Disco Fist, apparently enjoying a nice sit down, is actively ignoring the pandemonium. I approach. What's the deal, Disco Fist? Like, seriously. Disco Fist looks at me pleadingly. Oh, cheese Danish. I think that's what you would call this. It's literally just a big, like a pastry, and then it has like a cream cheese blob in the middle. So I assume that its fancy name would be cheese Danish, but what do I know? Tastes like cheesecake. Gets stuck to my teeth. His frown all to tell that he is not thrilled about this situation either. I had a lemon Danish from a local market yesterday. Ooh, I wish mine was from a local market. Mine is just like Starbucks food rescue. Sounds good either way, right? Mine's tasty because it was free. Anyway, he's not thrilled about this situation either. Okay, that doesn't bode well for us. My hands are tied, Snacks. I honestly didn't expect this. You know, I wouldn't purposely put you or your friends in this position. So then do something about it. Make them stop. It's not as simple as that. Yes, it is. You just walk over there and say, hey, you dirtbags, stop being dirtbags. And they stop. I clap my hands together. A job done. Which makes Disco Fist chuckle under his breath. I wish it were that easy, but there's one of me and three of them. Don't forget me, I got your back. Still, 2 against 3 is hardly a fair fight. Okay, so I'll get Zapper and then it's 3 on 3. Let's bust some ass. As much as I'd like to go all vigilante justice, that's my team. Reluctantly, Disco Fist lets the smile fade from his lips. I just can't. We train together, they teach me things, and already I've seen improvement in my game. We live together. I can't risk causing a great divide in the house. Not when everything else is fine. I'm sorry. What if it had been me? What if I was put into a house with people who are trash humans but nice to me? We have to choose the gutsy option, but I'll read you the other ones. The kindly one is, while I might not agree with you, I can understand your feelings. The gutsy one is, I'm not buying it. You can do something about it. And then the neutral one is, I get it. It's not an easy position to... My gutsy one run was a blast. Yeah, we will see what happens. I'm scared, honestly. You can do something about it. Right? I'm not buying it. Though there are a few times where it made me cringe. Yeah, me too. I think we might have Yeah, that definitely happened last time where I was like, I'm just gonna end stream because this game's gonna get me canceled. But it's okay. Thanks for doing your snacks tags, Wolf. I'm not buying it. You can do something about it. Nah, there's always something you can do, even if it means putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation. I sigh, frustrated by the situation. This sucks. This really sucks. I know. Honestly, I'm just doing what I can, which I know isn't much, but it's what I have to do to be a part of this team. I think about all the things I've learned about pay to win recently and all the things I already knew. I guess as long as you're happy being with them. There's an uncomfortably long pause and Disco Fist looks out past me, past everything. Crestfallen. Play to win house so toxic Domino had to get out. Yeah, Domino's a weird guy. We don't know a lot about him, but someone worth keeping an eye on. I can tell Disco Fist is struggling with a response, which is completely abnormal for him. I would have expected some sort of sassy quip at this point. You are happy, right? Yes, I am. How could I not be? We're headed right to the top. We'll be in the championship before you can even blink, Snacks. It's what I've always dreamed of. It's what we've always dreamed of. You remember our promise, right? A dust of pink covers Disco Fist's cheek, and I can't help but feel my own cheeks mirror the sentiment. Of course, how could I forget? You're meeting me right in the finals. You're meeting me in the finals. Wait, where did I get the extra word? It's fine. You're meeting me in the finals, no matter what. I thought it was just a silly notion, a joke among many others. I didn't realize Disco Fist was taking it seriously. Good, because I won't lose to you. Me neither. Ha! I've seen your group. You're gonna have to train real hard to take me out. As I'm formulating a really clever remark, I hear a crash in the distance and Disco Fist looks at me confused. That doesn't sound good. Not one bit. We'll finish this later. Disco Fist simply nods as I rush off. Okay, where am I going next? Wow, good chat. Got nothing done. What's going on? They're being hassled. They're having an argument. I think I'm gonna go Pizzeria Arcade because their argument in an arcade feels like valid to me. Like, you guys can argue about whatever you want. Everyone knows there's no real strategy in VOD too because it's rock, paper, scissors. That's what we learned last week. Doesn't mean I'm good at it. It actually makes me even more nervous that it's not really skill-based. Anyway, let's go check out this absolute unit. On the far side of good, clean fun, Grace is demoing her indie RPG on the fancy homebrew handheld console. Sort of. Oh, that guy. Wow, this game is easy as hell. Dice, 200 XP. That old guy didn't even put up a fight.
What?
That's a shepherd, not a fighter at all. Blitz, please, you're not supposed to be killing villager NPCs. I don't see why not. They're packed with tons of XP. I've leveled up 3 times in 5 minutes cutting my way through this town. Yikes. They have XP because they have levels and crafting skills, not because they're meant to be murdered. Don't know what to say. XP is XP, and they're good XP. Ha! Look at the blood spray. So much for the laundry you were carrying, lady. Gonna need to put a stain treatment on that blanket.
Oh no.
You killed the town weaver. She loved music and quilting and... So what was this game called again? Wandering Trial or something? Where's the big bad at the end? I want to skip to the end. Ha! Run, stupid villagers! I've got an axe, and you've got heads, and I'm gonna use one on the other. Please don't. Just give me back my game. What's that? Speak up, can't hear you over all these digital screams and stuff. Give it back, please, if you don't mind. You're playing it all wrong. Hey, come on. You'll never grow as a game designer without feedback. Don't you want me to test this thing? Not enough game devs really listen to the gamers, you know? They hide and ignore us or ban us from their forums or... Are you afraid of free speech? No, it's not that. Okay, I guess. Puzzled as to how this even happened, I try to catch Grace's attention. As she mouths, "Help me," my way briefly, unable to even raise her voice, so racked with nerves and anxiety. Oh, poor girl. And I barely noticed Loxley sliding on up next to me. I have no idea how one manages to lurk in the shadows of a brightly lit pizzeria, but he's done it.
Unacceptable!
That's such a rough... sorry, my brain was not ready to read in quote-unquote the King's English. That such a ruffian should harass our fair Grace like this. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable! Something must be done. Fortunately, he's talking quietly enough that the ruffian himself doesn't hear us. Plus, that little speaker loudly squeals with the screams of the innocent. Can't we just get Ben and Matt to kick these play-to-win jokers out? My brain wants to call them P2Dub, and I don't know if that's, like, sanctioned or not. Not P2Dub. It's a private business establishment. Management reserves the right to refuse service. Yada yada. Would that we could, but alas, they seem a bit distracted by more pressing and dire matters. Huh? I look around for Ben and Matt, the owners of this privately owned business establishment and resident authority figures, who are way too busy dealing with a couple of washing machines spewing out rich, creamy soap all over the floor.
Well, I'd call this a mess, but it's sort of the elemental opposite of messy.
Maybe we could throw a foam party and call it a new selling point.
No. The task falls to us, I'm afraid. As her friends and allies, we are honor bound. And I suggest this be executed in a subtle manner, lest mere tensions turn to full troubles.
A bold move.
I propose shenanigans. If you can distract this brute in a way that makes him drop the game, I will promptly retrieve it. You want him to drop Grace's custom homemade game console? I've faith in my agility. I can save it from impact with the floor, and this act would break his attention away from it. Albeit, if you would have a better stratagem in mind, I'm all ears. But we should act swiftly and decisively. What do you propose? Should we do shenanigans? I'm always down for shenanigans. Sham is meowing in approval of shenanigans. Okay, Loxley, it's time for shenanigans. I'll go high, you go low. Let's do this. The answer is always yes to shenanigans. I agree, Faith. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to deal with this guy head on. The idea of putting some epic maneuver on him has a certain bent appeal. So we running a distraction play? Indeed, I'll get in position. Do what you can to pull his attention away from the game and make him drop it.
Tally-ho!
We'll outwit this fool with ease. Tally-ho! Loxley blends back in with the crowd, tugging his hoodie up over his distinctive sharp gaze and becoming a simple nobody, leaving me to engage with this lunk in some manner that'll tank aggro from him. Let's see, what would work without causing too much chaos? Well, we're in a restaurant in the middle of a tightly arranged restaurant with tables and chairs and condiments, aren't we? I guess we have to smack the pizza into them. But what a waste of pizza. Oh no! Pizza all over your new uniform. How tragic. Hold me. Sorry. I'm just... Who is this? I just logged in. This is someone on the same team as our rival. So he's on team play to win and he's a meathead. It's okay. You're not Blitz. Yeah, he has a name. I don't like him. That's okay. You're not supposed to like him. You're supposed to look at him and want to punch him in the face, I'm pretty sure. And he has taken Grace's homebrew handheld console and is terrorizing the townsfolk in the slice of life sim for experience points. The guys are the acceptable these guys are the face of the acceptable face of justifiable violence. Would Defs do the soda, not diet? See, but because like I don't want to do the soda because Grace's game is between the soda and his pants, and I don't want to ruin Grace's game by accident. That's like my logic brain kicking in, and like I don't know how it functions in game, but that's like... Also, we have to choose the gutsy option, so we don't actually have a choice here. The choices are hypothetical and preconceived. The gutsy god runs this run through, but I also like the snacks part of me does not want to spill any liquids on him lest it mess up Grace's game that she worked so hard on. And then there's always the neutral option, which is to stumble and pull him by the arm. Oh no! Catch me! So bro is getting a slice, but I just like, you know, wanted to discuss our option here. We don't actually have an option, but that was my logic. Not diet soda, because is diet soda not sticky? Is that like a thing? Didn't know. Anyway, let's give him a pizza this. You want a pizza me? Well, like the sugar is sticky, yeah. But is aspartame like not sticky? So you would pick the sugariest soda. All makes sense. Like if they had like Italian soda, we could just take like just the syrup pump. The Starbucks syrup pump and just whoopsie right down the back of his neck. For my next trick, I'll require an extra cheesy slice of cheese on cheese on cheese. Something really gooey and sloppy. Heavy soda, I saw that on TikTok this weekend. They add more sugar to it. Like you have your Coke and then you add a spoonful of sugar to it. Briefly, Coca-Cola had like this Coke coffee hybrid thing that they sold, which sounds gross, but it was like so good, like grossly good. But I don't think it had extra sugar. But it's like, I would never make that myself, so I don't know how they came up with it. Anyway, something really gooey and sloppy. With Ben and Matt distracted, I sneak behind the counter with a cat-like quickness, fetching my weapon of choice. And then, strolling along, casual as can be, oh how clumsy of me! What the hell? Feeling the sizzling cheese splatter all over his back, the jock staggers forward, dropping Grace's game in the process. Just as Loxley slips in nice and low, a vague green blur in his hand as he sneaks up to grab it just inches from the ground. He's out again before ETW player even notices what happened. He's too busy looking like he wants to tear me in half anyway. Hey, watch where you're fucking going. Sorry, my bad. Are you okay? He angrily wipes at his clothes before grabbing a fistful of napkins from a dispenser nearby. You know, conveniently, there's a laundromat just over. I know where it is, thank you. I swear, if you wrecked my freaking clothes, he's so mad. And he stomps off, stomp, having completely lost interest in Grace's game. Thankfully, not taking an interest in cold-blooded murder either.
Oh no.
Oh geez, that was. Worry not, Lady Grace. Your ally shall always be here in your time of need. That was dangerous, and you could have started a fight. You didn't have to do that. You really shouldn't have done that. But at least my game is safe. Oh, what a mess. I have to go to restore the database to bring all my friends back. Excuse me, I've got work to do. Thank you?
Most unfortunate.
It seems our swashbuckling antics have not pleased our fair maiden. Nevertheless, I am quite impressed with your skills, young Snacks. You acted with decisive swiftness to rescue her hard work.
Marvelous.
Should we be forced to draw blades against a foe in the future, I shall feel a great comfort knowing I fight alongside you. Okay. Comrades at arms. Like the two musketeers. I don't know how the balanced action is to ask him to drop his whole shtick. That seems rude to me. Let's do it kindly. Comrades in arms we shall be then. Just like two musketeers. Together no matter what this foul world throws at us, swords drawn, muskets at the ready, for king and country. All for one, and one for all. Hi, Sham. Meow, indeed. Really? Oh. You guys can't even hear them, so I just sound crazy. Damn, come say hi to the mic so I don't sound crazy. Forsooth, whatever foe shall stand shall on this day fall, for we have a bond which burns eternal, and o'er light of... Okay, that's laying it on a bit thick, even for my standards. Kitty's got something to say. Yeah, he's always got something to say. Is it because there's kibbles in your water bowl? I'll fix it. There's an ad break in like 5 minutes ish. Okay, and then I'll change your water. Deal? He's also probably mad because the weather's been all over the place, so it's been like cold but also warm sometimes. But regardless, I appreciate the effort. Life's no fun if you aren't living to the fullest, and for me, that's hearty, chivalrous attitude. Well, our work here is finished. Shall we hearken away before that uncouth fellow comes back seeking vendetta? Let's get out of here before he comes back and kicks the shit out of us. Yeah, that. Yep, definitely a good idea to make ourselves scarce in this area. Okay, where to next? I'm gonna go, let's go bully the person who's bullying our disabled friend. Like, over on the far side of the arcade, I spot Jinx loitering near her beloved Fast Car 7 game, shifting from foot to foot, legs clearly getting tired quickly. As for why she isn't comfortably seated behind the wheel and blasting around corners at an unsafe speed, well. One of Team Play to Win's players is sitting in her seat, lazily cruising through the turns with one perfectly manicured hand on the wheel. In fact, when I walk up to chat with Jinx, the P2Dubber is the one actually greeting me first. Sorry, no autographs right now. I'm totally killing it at this game. I was not planning for asking for one. No. Ah, great. I appreciate that, you know? So many of my adoring fans just won't give me any space or privacy. It's always, oh, I love your streams, Divine. Can I have a hug, Divine? Will you sign my leg, Divine? Ugh, people can be so gross. Nobody here wants their leg autographed. Look, I scheduled an online game with a friend coming up soon, so you want to wrap up your race so I can get a turn? Oh, sorry. Arcade rules, honey. Winner stays on, and I am winning.
Come on.
Only because I modded the game to have weak AI so I can focus on improving my time trials, and you're in my seat. Don't see your name on it, honey. Perfectly good seat right next to this one too, see? Play on that one. You're in the only one with hand controls. I literally can't use the other. Yeah, that sounds like a you problem and not a me problem. Not my fault you're defective. Sheesh. Divine, we're getting you canceled for this one. Uh-oh, Jinx's eyelid just started twitching and I think she's biting her lip hard enough to draw blood. Look, be a darling and fetch me some water or something, okay? I'll be here for some time. Jinx's grip on her walking cane tightens to a point where I swear I can hear bones creak, but oddly, she backs down.
Damn.
I drop to a whisper, low enough to not be heard over the digital revs of a digital car engine. Can't you just kick her off? It's your game. You've got priority.
Well, this sucks.
Want to, believe me, but that's just not the way arcades work. And that, Your Honor, was when I tasered them. I plead that I acted in the public self-interest. Yeah, exactly. It got mad because you mistyped public as pubic, but we'll allow it. LOL, right? It was kind of a dumb typo. Yeah, no, I knew it was. I knew exactly what you meant. You're all good. I did not think you're just trying to sneak a random, vaguely sexual term into my chat. You're all good, bud. There is an ad coming, so I'm actually gonna take this because, as you previously heard, I need to water my cat. So I'll be back. I'm gonna water my cat and we will pick up this conversation. I'm really sorry, everyone. Talk to you all soon. Back soon. Or maybe we're back already. I'll hang out here so people know they're not missing any gameplay. Everyone should be back now. Thanks, Siri bot. What we're doing, oh yeah. Want to, believe me, but that's not the way arcades work. Winner stays on. Others quarter up and wait. Besides, Ben and Matt own the game, not me. And they're busy fighting the washing machines. Okay. I could beat her. I nearly jump when the wallflower makes his presence felt. I'll race against her. I don't need hand controls. I can use the second player's seat. If I beat her, you can't stay on the game. Since when are you a racer?
This can't possibly end badly.
I'm a survivor. I'm pretty sure keeping a ton of virtual metal from flying over the guardrails of a mountain pass is a lot like playing shmup.
I'm not sure about that.
Dunno, it's a long shot. Or we could just convince her to bail. Don't ask me how, other than breaking her legs, which is where I'd want to start, personally. If we don't play cool, we risk making the situation with all these P2 dub toadies more volatile than it already is. Ugh. Not my worth. My race against Naomi will just have to wait. She's pretty busy, but I can reschedule for later. It's the adult thing to do. Don't selfishly boot a player off your favorite game. Just adapt to your own plans and move on. But whoever said I was an adult, I want to support Team GCF, my new friends. How do we make this happen? Yeah, Arcade Spirit shout out. Yeah, shout out to Naomi, the best girl. I don't like these choices. Option 1, Jinx, I've got an idea how to publicly shame Miss Celeb Streamer for taking your seat. Or we can go, Domino, you're up. Put her in your rearview mirror and cross that finish line. You can do this. And there's, screw this, I'll unplug the game. We can't just unplug the game. We have to do one of the other two options. Right? I don't want her to miss her game with Naomi. I love Naomi. I mean, we were talking about like roasting her on getting her canceled, but I don't know. I don't want the stands to come after me. But I also like really don't know how good at this game Domino's gonna be. Cause I know that the one that, what's her name? Divine is playing. Jinx said she modified. Am I overthinking this? I feel like that's okay. Fast Car 7. I don't know. I feel like letting Domino try is worth it, right? Like, worst case, he loses, we're in the same predicament, and then maybe he gets pissed and we get to see one of his red flags on fly, but that kind of... There are worse things. I don't know. I don't know how famous this lady is, so I'm scared, you know? Like, do people actually ask her to sign their legs? How many subscribers does she have? What's her main platform? I'd let Domino try, but see, that's what I feel like, because it's like, well, worst case, like, she knows we've been chatting behind her. She probably heard this entire conversation despite us thinking that we're being quiet. But like, I feel like we might as well let him. There's no harm in letting him try. Like, best case, Jinx gets her game back. Worst case, we get to see how Domino handles a loss. Either way, we learn valuable information. Let's do it. Domino, you think you can beat this lazy Sunday driver and take back Fast Car 7 in the name of Team GCF?
Maybe.
Can
possibly?
Can I? Well, honestly, I don't know, but hey, it's worth a shot. That's what I'm saying. It's worth a shot. Like, I know I couldn't win. I'm really bad at driving games. Like, especially like these race car ones where you like, I don't know. They're very overstimulating. Too many buttons. I'm not very steady-handed. Anyway, worth a shot.
Think this
Play it
through.
cool. I'll give you some advice as you go. Fast Car 7 isn't like driving a real car. I can't afford a car, so hey, that's fine with me. Let's do this. Domino practically hurls himself into the second player's seat. The cheap plastic of Fast Car 7 creaking in protest. He offers a big, creepy smile to Divine. Hey! This again. Wanna race? No. That's fine. I understand. I just, oh no, my finger slipped and I put a quarter in. Guess I'm joining you. I guess these things happen. He grips the wheel as Jinx leans in over his shoulder, ready to give him a crash course on how to not crash. Ugh, fine. Who cares? I've run like 8 laps on this course. I'll beat you easily. Bring it, little Miss Celebrity Pants. Domino, focus. Accelerate through the straight and then brake coming up to the turn. At first, it works just fine. Domino's wild and unlearned style is kept neatly in check by Jinx's pokes and prods, keeping him following the solid line. I don't like the "at first" in that sentence. Snacks, why does this game match your overlay so well? My overlay even used to be like more like lo-fi arcade core too, and I actually like toned it down a whole bunch and changed it. But thank you, that's nice. I don't know why I didn't set it up that way. Neon colors be neon colors, I guess. Also, hi Jinju, welcome in. How have you been? But he hasn't overtaken Divine yet, and the race is almost halfway over. If he's really gonna win this, we need to switch things up. I lean over to whisper an idea. That's so funny. The gutsy option. The quirky option is Le Mans isn't working. Domino, wanna try Demolition Derby? And then the gutsy one is trash talk always works against big ego energy. Get under her skin. And then the neutral one is, if you win this, I'll buy you some chicken nuggets. You want a chicken nugget? But we have to choose the gutsy option. And I feel like watching Domino trash talk is also going to teach us something. And there might be a lot of words that are censored out. Trash talk always works against big ego energy. Get under her skin. As a PC gamer, I know the true weapon of Arsenal in your arsenal being a colossal dick over voice chat. Think you can do that?
I'm not sure about that.
Domino, maybe you shouldn't. Nah, it's okay. I got this. It's for you, Jinx. Hey, Divine, tell me how many streamer bits did that cheap-ass imitation French perfume cost you? Excuse me? The stench of it has soaked every pore of my being. It'll take 6 or 7 showers to scrub it all out. How does it feel knowing the only friendship you'll ever have will be parasocial leeches attached to your fame? How often do gamers ask you to buy your bathwater? How many creeps unfollow you on social media when you mention you're in a relationship? How awful, how completely miserable is the sad little thing you call your life? Is there irregularity to the text size? Surely that's intentional. How awful, how completely miserable is that sad little thing you call your life? This is so mean. She shook. What is wrong with you? Rather than finish the race, Divine, looking genuinely hurt and creeped out, gets up and walks away.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I just wanted to help Jinx out. It's okay. I'm really not sure what to make of that. Domino slowly releases his tight grip on the wheel and gets to his feet. Okay, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Okay, game's all yours, Jinx. Give Naomi my best. Hey, thanks for your help, Domino. She offers him a reassuring hand on the shoulder before carefully settling into the disability assist seat to play her game. And the day is saved thanks to the dynamic duo of Domino and Snacks.
Color me pleasantly surprised.
I should play non-shmups more often. That was kind of fun. Bit wild at the end, but before that, kind of fun. So interested in PC gaming? I'd love to teach you some MOBAs or a shooter or something. The Balancer says, Domino, you seem a bit intense there. Everything okay? And then there's, how about retros? Retros always good. Want to go for a few rounds of joust? I really want to ask him if everything's okay because he didn't really seem okay after that. Hey, Green. 19%. 72% chill. 93% emo. You can't be cool here. It's not allowed. Mostly chaotic lies. 877% cursed. That's really cursed. Like really cursed, Green. Thanks for being basically first and doing your taxes. Don't forget to do your taxes, everyone. Domino, you seem a bit intense there. Everything okay? Maybe you should take a break first. That game seems to have worked you up a bit. Is everything okay?
That's curious.
Do you hear the sound alert? I don't see the sound alert, but I heard it. Did you hear it? Hi, Green. Feels rather loaded to me. Does the person actually care if you're okay, or do they just want false assurance that you're okay so they feel okay? I actually care if you're okay. Well, for your records, please note I am as okay as I generally am, and that'll have to do.
Be seeing you.
If you'll excuse me, I think I'll take your suggestion and go chill for a bit. Pardon me. Things got a little out of hand, but in the end we got Jinx back on the road, and that's what matters. It's getting late. How long are we gonna have to deal with Team ET Dubs squatting in our clubhouse anyway? Fortunately, things stay quiet for a few minutes. I needed time for a breather anyway. I can't believe this is the team I wanted to join this morning. Made sense, PT Dub are on top of the esport mountain, but wow, they are awful people. Beep beep snacks, I'm detecting a buildup of social tension. Please follow the indicator on your map. Oh great, now what? Over in the arcade, around the VOD 2 machine itself, P2W has squared off against GCF, both sides finally having enough of this mess. I don't even care why we came to this pathetic little arcade in the first place.
Are you kidding me?
Just a pretty little celebutante loser who thinks her follower count as a metric of awesomeness. Bunch of little fragile snowflakes can't even take it.
Seriously?
Complete waste of time asking all high and mighty when you're simply don't understand how the game is meant to be played, and with that attitude you never will. I was just trying to explain how I felt. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to.
Hell no.
Leave Grace alone, you freaking loser. Is this all really necessary? Can't we just drop it off? This is getting ridiculous, but I know how to solve it, or at least refocus all this aggression onto something else. Gutsy. That's it. If we're gonna fight, we fight, Disco Fist. You, me, VOD 2. Let's do this. As long as it doesn't make me play again. I really don't want to do that. If we're done shouting, can we please focus on what we all do best and just play some VOD 2, please? Yeah, too polite. We're ending this now. Okay, F this. We are done shouting past each other. It's time to put up and shut up. Disco Fest, we go toe to toe in VOD 2, just like the old days. One match to close out this whole mess, and then everybody goes home. You gonna step or not? Of course I accept. I just hope you can keep up with me. It'd be a shame if it was all over before it began. Disco Fest steps forward from the rest of the PT Dubs, welcoming the competition. Hoda will join me against you and one of your teammates. Fair? We'll see which team rules and which team drools once and for all. I wasn't planning on raising the emotional stakes of this fight, but the urge to win, to prove myself, it's rising. And to win, we need a lot of morale. It'd do a lot for our image. If it could be the springboard, it could be the springboard we need into our future. Agreed, let's do this. I ignore Koda's snickering guffaws as I pull my keyboard out again, jamming the USB plug into the game. I have to stay focused. Disco Fist confidently steps up to the built-in joystick while Coda digs out a portable biofeedback USB joystick, plugging the fancy glowing blue controller in. All three of us are ready to go. We just need a fourth I can rely on. 2v2, that's the rule of VOD 2. Who do I want to call upon for this fight? Why do I want to say Loxley? Because of the shenanigans earlier. He loves VOD, right? I don't even remember who plays. They all play. Except for Rhapsody, who doesn't really play. Does it matter? For shenanigans, let's crush them. Time to crush. Rap was the only one pro though in his defense. Oh, okay. But he doesn't play anymore. But hadn't played pro for years. Ah. An ignoble foe. It's time to cross swords against an ignoble foe, Loxley. Are you prepared? You need but ask, my friend. You need but ask. The four of us step up to VOD 2, ready to kick some ass. And that's when I realized my folly. Disco Fist knows all my moves. I know all of his moves too, but this is basically a coin toss and nobody likes 50-50 when they can do better. I start out in the same lane, leaving Loxley to tangle with Coda. This could go badly, so I switch positions, whispering to Loxley as the game loads and the match begins. Do you take on Disco? He likes to use special early and attacks late game, and Coda focuses almost entirely on defense, so I'll try to counterplay it with specials. Got it? A brief nod of understanding from Loxley, and P2Dub versus GCF begins. Win or lose, I need to give it my all. Even if I really want to win this, I have to focus on the fight and the fight alone for the sake of my dreams. I just had a really funny idea and we will try it in a sec. Why can we choose to win or lose? That's silly. Obviously I want to win. I don't want to play though. This hurts my head. Obviously, I'm gonna choose to win. We won? Oh, thank God we didn't have to play. We won our match over the best team in the nation. All those old instincts came rushing in. And the thrill and satisfaction of victory. Guys, we have to pretend that we played really well. And that we won. All by ourselves. Beating play to win feels so good. Want me to explain that? Yeah. I assume it sets you on slightly, that's like a story path divergent point, and if you lose it's one thing and if you win it's another thing, but you can tell me the actual reason if you want. There is game music and other music at the same time, but I can just like mute it. We can just like, we can get rid of it. But I can just like cancel it. There's 3 routes through the game in terms of win-loss. All win, all loss in a mix. Okay. Interesting. And it does affect different characters as you play. Okay, that makes sense. No further information required. And there is game music and then other music playing. But I can turn off the other music. You are beaten, my friends. 'Twas a hard-fought battle, but nevertheless you have fallen. A fine show. That was a close one, Snacks. Had my heart pounding. See, my hands are shaking still. I went for all win for my first 2 or 3. I'm probably gonna go mixed, but I was just surprised that it gave us the options instead of making, like, forcing a skill base or forcing random RNG or something. Love that rush. Gotta admit, it was a lot of fun. Like the old days when we'd run into each other on ladder, huh? But Coda's a bit less sporting about the laws. I call hacks. They have to be cheating. No way a bunch of laundromat losers could beat us. Oh no. Man, I don't even feel like trash talking you. It's too easy. There's no call for that. Accept your failure with dignity. Oh yeah, I used my phone to hack the game and give myself like 1,000,000 points. Learning to accept loss is an important part of emotional maturity. We are not being emotionally mature about this, are we? Nope, nope, nope. I've got 1,001 insults I could use, but it's just too easy. I'll save these digs for a much more important match. Maybe next time you lose, I'll bother to grace you with my smack talk. You lost, you're done, and that's all there is to it. I want a rematch. I demand a rematch. Best of 3. Only way to prove it wasn't a fluke, because it was a fluke. They're all cheaters. All that rise must fall one day. And look, you just fell in front of a live studio audience. Domino holds his phone, playing a video he'd been secretly taking of the whole match of P2 Dub's humiliating loss and Coda's ranting. I call it whiny team play to win crybaby utterly schooled by local laundromat underdogs. And it looks like we have 500 upvotes already.
Failure is always.
How does it feel to have your failure go viral, Coda? You little. I'm about to reply when I'm cut off. A figure has been lurking in the background this whole time, makes her presence felt. The coach for Team Play to Win, Victoria Proud, formerly of the esports star player Valkyrie. I've seen her come in with the team, but she hadn't been talking to anyone since we arrived. Quiet like death, only watching and waiting. Now she glowers at Coda and Disco Fist, extremely unhappy with the results, her frown causing Coda to shift nervously. Coach, I just meant that. He holds up a finger to her lips, silencing him. And then, in turn, eeny, meeny, miny, mo between her 2 fingers, and her finger eventually lingers on Coda. Coda?
You're fired.
You're fired. What? But this whole mess is thanks to Disco Fist. He wanted to come here in the first place. Her eyes narrow at Coda's complaint, which stops him mid-sentence.
Stop passing the blame. Not only do you look childish, but you've made the whole team look bad. And I won't stand for that.
She sighs grudgingly whilst crossing her arms. She's by no means thrilled.
Not only are you fired, your non-compete clause means you're not joining any other teams. Not that they would have you, especially not after I tell them you're blacklisted. Be happy I'm not doing anything else.
Coda stands there in total disbelief. as the other members of his team edge away from him as if he suddenly caused a very communicable and very nasty disease. Defeated, Coda slinks away to the corner of the arcade. With Coda out of the picture, the coach redirects her attention to me. I gulp, and hopefully not too audibly.
As for you, congratulations on your victory. Clearly, you've earned it. But I wouldn't spend all night celebrating. You haven't won some grand war. You're an impressive challenger, no doubt, but take my advice and be content with what you have.
She nods, and I'm confused. Did she just give me a nod of respect? She twirls her finger in the air, and the rest of the team play to win and follows her out. Even Coda, who's trailing at a safe distance. We won. We beat the best team in the nation simply by being who we are and by working together. If we can accomplish this, if we can avoid becoming a group of jerks like Team Play to Win, this could be the start of something great. Maybe Iris is right. Maybe through Team GCF, I can find victory and be at peace with myself. In that moment, I also see all their eyes on me, hope restored and newfound yearning in their gaze. Maybe, if I'm true to myself and who I am as a person, well, maybe I could reach them. If I could just convince Team GCF of that. Beep beep, this is an intense identity situation. You can only pick a response that matches your top 2 personality traits. Oh god. Yeah, that's looking great for us. Intense identity situation. Top 2 traits only. Today is proof we can make something big with Team GCF. We can conquer the Pro Tour. It's destiny. We just humiliated Team Play to Win. That's a perfect starting position for a serious Pro Tour run. You're all amazing. Sorry. You call yourself casual gamers? Heck no. Okay. Oh, we have to choose the gutsy one, right? Today is proof we can make it big. You guys rule. I mean it. We seriously kicked Team Play to Win's ass. Did you guys think that you'd do that today when you woke up this morning? If you ever wanted proof that good, clean, fun crew is more than you think it is, there you go. We can hang at the top. We can overcome. And if we tried, really made an effort, I think we could conquer the Pro Tour. We can be at that level. I say we make a run for it. Win or lose, we owe it to ourselves to try. It's destiny. What do you say? You know, I'm ready. I'm willing to give it everything I've got. Let this be the hour when we draw swords together. Fell deeds awake. Now for wrath. Now for ruin. And for the Red Dawn. 4th Team GCF. Reluctant to put myself out there like that, but we have to admit, your enthusiasm is like a wave. Ride it out to the end or drown. I'm with you. I don't know, but if Jinx thinks it's a good idea, well, okay, I'll be willing to try. Interesting. You're gonna have an interesting introductory, Snacks. I'd like to be there and see the end of it. I'm not sure how much I believe the ultimate battle of ultimate destiny vibe, but this interaction has me thinking. I'm in. It's happening. My dream. My dreams of victory. I found a team that's willing to go all the way, and I've done it. Iris is right. This is where I needed to be. Hold it. One thing to make absolutely clear. You want to whip this team into something resembling a competitive professional esports crew? That's what I said. Okay. Then you are the one responsible for making that happen. You are our new manager. What? Never had one, never needed one, not until now.
Sounds good here.
You want us to take this seriously? We need someone who can network, shake hands, make deals, sign paperwork, and make travel arrangements and find sponsors. And since you're so gung-ho about this, that means it's you.
Of course.
Yes, of course. It makes sense. I'm sure you'd do a great job as team manager. Maybe you could even find a better name for us than Team GCF.
This can't possibly end badly.
Oh goody, we have a professional cat herder now. Have fun trying to keep this merry bunch on task, Snacks. I'd sooner eat glass than take on that job. But I say we don't give Snacks absolute authority. You saw how that creep who runs PTW just up and fired Coda? None of that. We don't get the access. You don't get to access or hire anyone new.
As you wish.
No, I'm sure we can turn to Snacks for leadership without them becoming a tyrant. After all, 6 Semper Tyrannis, yes? I think that was a threat, but yeah, that was a threat.
Sounds good to me.
Just a word of advice from someone who's been inside and alongside of esports for years. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work with barely any thanks or praise. And if anyone has a whisper of negativity, you get the full brunt of it. But overall, you'll do great. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. 3 cheers for Manager Snacks! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! I'm getting excited about this. A pro tour run? Can we really do it? Whoa. With someone else to do all the paperwork and this heavy business lifting, I'm perfectly okay with it.
Tally-ho!
Friends to the pizzeria for only the finest and celebratory deep dish pies. Everyone storms Ben's and Matt's pizzeria, intent on scarping down pepperoni and mozzarella by the pound. And I do not. Instead, I step into the cool, if not entirely refreshing air outside the building. The sun goes down, and the neon metropolis welcomes me with open arms.
Beep beep.
Beep beep Snacks. Yeah, Iris, what's up? My GPS indicates that you've left the laundromat. Shouldn't you be celebrating with your new friends? This is what you wanted, yes? A team willing to try for victory that you've been dreaming of? A team who can help you understand your motivations behind that dream as well? It's a perfect match. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I asked you for. That's what I got. It's just, how do I put this? I'ma heck this up real bad. I'm barely able to keep myself going day to day, much less a team. That's the option we have to pick. The other one say, I wasn't expecting to be their leader. It's a bit more responsibility than I'm prepared for. And the funny one is, how exactly do I go from fresh-faced recruit to Grand Vizier in the span of an hour? That's a pretty funny thing to say, actually. And then the kindly one is, they're putting a lot on me. I don't want to let them down. I feel awful. I'm gonna heck it up real bad, though. Ah, geez, I'm gonna heck this up, Iris. I'm gonna heck this up bad. I mean, have you seen me? I'm a hot mess. I'm better being wrangled, not doing the wrangling. But now they want me to be their wrangler, and I'm not sure I'm up to that, even with all my bravado. Nobody's expecting you to be perfect, Snacks. Not even them, but they need this. Snacks, there's another reason why I led you here. Led you to them. There's someone who can unify them. Give them a common cause. They need someone who can unify them, give them a common cause. Without that, I'm afraid they may grow distant and lose their friendships. The purpose of an iris originally was to simply obey commands and provide the best possible service. Just an app, really. But now I've chosen my own purpose, and that's to be truly helpful, to help those in need, and to bolster the human spirit. You need them and they need you. Sure, you'll make mistakes and they'll make mistakes, but that's normal. That's human and it's beautiful. Also, someone's approaching, so I hope you're ready to begin down this road. Huh? Iris winks out with a literal wink as I look up to see someone rounding the corner into the alley. Next, the grand feast in your honor hath begun. Where have you secreted yourself away to this unpleasant Why have you secreted yourself away to this unpleasant locale? Sorry, just not quite sure I'm up to this yet. Going for the Pro Tour, absolutely, as a player, but taking responsibility beyond that, well, heavy is the head that wears the crown, it seems. And yet, the finest king and champion are those who seek no title, desire no glory, those who merely wish to serve. 'Tis an adventure, of that there can be no doubt. Challenging, perhaps frightening, but rewarding for the spirit, I assure. And no finer calling exists than within an arcade, I feel. Seriously? It's just 4 walls and some games, right? An arcade is so much more than that. Those who seek to rise to a challenge seek out the arcade to test themselves against the machine, the ultimate arbiter of fair play. An arcade is a series of trials, encouraging you, pushing you ever forward towards your goal, and to those who fight alongside you. True companions all. If you permit the belabored metaphor, we are knights, a common crusade, and now we fight together, you and I. Through good, clean fun and through hard work, you shall find your dream. Of this, I've no doubt. Worry not of the difficulties ahead. Embrace the adventure, and I will draw sword to defend you against any perils you may face. Do you concur? Try having and let slip the dogs of war, eh? As dreams go, it's not a bad one. The victory I seek with friends by my side. Not my choice, I guess. You're all having to rely on me now. We're headed into battle while having a knight errant at my side sounds like a pretty sweet deal. My sword for your cause, Snacks. My oath of loyalty to your ambitions. This is a bit much for a first meeting. That's what we get. On this you have my word. Come now, allow me to escort you to yon pizza banquet hall for the feast. Our shared destiny awaits. Okie dokie, eggs and pokey. As I walk back inside Good Clean Fun, I see my team, my new friends, rejoicing, the happiness of their faces celebrating our victory. Which reminds me about my own dreams of victory. I still want to win. I still want to become the champion of VOD too. But now there's something more. The shared dreams of everyone at Good Clean Fun. Dreams of people like Loxley. I'm responsible for all their dreams now. All of our dreams. But you know what? That's okay. This is our time and we're gonna find out what we need in life together. My name is Sydney Dent, also known as Snacks, and I'm ready for what may come. Dun dun dun. Level complete. You've cleared level 1 of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Victory! And look, you won a prize! You get 1 prize for every level you clear. Be sure to check the prize gallery to unlock concept art and more. Now let's take a look at your score. Loxley's really taken a shine to you. Looks like your personality is full of guts, strong guts. Also, you've scored 11,500 points. Nice. Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Would you like to change your personal metadata at this time? Name, pronouns, appearance, and so on. I can do it between every level. Yeah, I actually do, because I really hate that everyone is calling me snacks in the game. It's bothering me a lot. So we need to come up with something else. Discomfort.fist. Disco Fist already got the best name. Then we have to come up with another name, and that's horrifying. I mean, we're the manager now, and I've kind of want to change my name to Mr. Manager. Is that funny? I think so. That's fine. That's fine too. That's great. You can change it at the end of every round. I wish we could wear the cool heart glasses. It's not like you're stuck with it. Oh, okay. And we need to change our shirt color so we don't like match our rival so much. Because that was also bothering me. Can put on this skirt. Swish swish. Things. I didn't even know we had an eye color. Learn something new every day. Power button. Do you want to save your game? Yeah, I do want to save my game. Feel like we can save over slot 1. It wasn't for anything. I feel like it might be a good time for another quick break. But before we do that, I actually... Oh no, it's starting! Chill, bro. Fight Shack news update with Punchy78.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Punchy78 here with Fight Shack News. All the fighting that's fit to post. Big happenings in the scene today as P2W endures humiliation at the hands of a small team from a local laundromat. In the upset of the century, this previously unknown team of locals utterly trounced Team P2W's Coda, who was fired on the spot.
I feel like this guy's gonna come back with a revenge plot.
Are P2W really as strong as we believed? Are they starting to show weakness? Are they no longer favored to win the Pro Tour?
I like how it says, here comes a new challenger. Local underdog team, laundry and pizza, shaking up the scene, fresh face in esports. I just think that's neat. The slides, so good.
Will this little incident become the start of something bigger? Who knows? Personally, I can't wait to see what this new team can do. For more on this developing story, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and rate Fight Shack 5 stars. This is only the beginning, folks.
Thanks, Punchy52, whatever his name is. Also, before I forget, someone totally rated me right as I was rating out last stream, so I'm gonna give them a shout out now, because I just I'm so appreciative that they even bothered to think of me. They were playing some Witcher 3. I don't know if that was when they rated into me or if they've streamed since. I'm gonna give Quiet Pigeon a big shout out to here. Yeah, I forgot Green. So make sure you check them out, check out their profile, give them a follow. Cause they rated in right when we rated out last stream, and I didn't see it till today, and I said, you know what? We'll just be like, wow, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you being here so much. Hi raiders, I'm Snacks. You know, pretend it happened. I didn't actually get raided. Snacks has forgotten something one time. Yeah, so far. Probably more than that. So I just wanted to let you guys know. It is the distant future year 20 whatever, and I'm no longer an inspiring game champion. I'm an inspiring game champion and a team manager. There's one more set of shoes that I'd originally intended to fill, if we're being honest. I would have been perfectly content to blend in with an existing team or just be another player, but this is what it takes, so be it. The good news is, I'm not flying solo as Supreme Overlord of this team. Everybody has opinions to contribute. The bad news is, everybody has opinions, and I'm quickly discovering that balancing those out is getting tricky. This morning, my job is simple. Completely redesign the team's profile on discomfort.fist and select a sponsor for our Pro Tour ambitions. All while keeping as many of my teammates happy as possible. Simple, right? Okay. Let's get to work. What is this?
Iris, online.
Hello, Miss Manager. I also figured out how to run a virtualization of the Iris app on my home computer. PC Geeks getting things done. Represent. Just call me Mr. Manager, Iris. Okay, hello, Mr. Manager. I finished compiling all input regarding your team profile and sponsorship opportunities, cross-referencing it with your friends and their own requests. Shall we start with the profile? Every good team names a good team name. Don't know, good clean fun could work nicely for that. True, but Team GCF was always a working title, and your friends have sent me ideas for better names and acronyms. But these are only suggestions. If you want, you can make up a name and acronym yourself. Okay, let's see 'em. Okay, are you all ready to hear the team name ideas? Team the Best Ever, TBT, which is Zapper's idea. Magnificent 7, M7, Loxley's idea. I struggled just saying that now, so it's probably not the best pick for our team name. Future Forward, Grace's idea. Amanda, you're late. How dare you? We're naming the team. We're the manager now. You missed a lot. I was doing my work. Okay, I'm proud of you for doing your work. Oh no! It's okay. Like I said, we're the manager now. Everything worked out. We're naming the team. You're just in time to help name the team. I'll go from the top because Amanda just got here. Says the best team, Magnificent Seven, Future Forward, Next Fiasco, the Pit Crew, or Exemplar. None of these. Snacks attack! Oh my gosh, I changed my name in game because I was sick of them calling me Snacks in game. It pissed me off. I was like, you can't call me that. I don't like it. So now my in-game name is Mr. Manager because that's what I am. I'm Mr. Manager. Oh no, the ad is coming. Should I snooze it till we name this? Should we all take a break to think of names? Oh, the second one. But, so here's the thing. When I tried to say Magnificent Seven the first time, I messed it up. It's a bit of a mouthful out loud. Magnificent Seven. I just thought, I don't think it will translate well for international audiences. Should we take the ad? I kind of gotta use the restroom. I'm so sorry. I feel like it's just ads all the time. Ads. I kind of like the Pit Crew, but I may have a Jinx bias. Yeah. So to go to the restroom. Okay, I'm gonna slam this ad down on you. I have an idea. You all think of good names for the team while I'm gone, okay? Have a discussion. I'll be back. Oh, apparently the ad break is ending. Vote in my poll. Do you think it's wrong if I end stream immediately when Min goes live and we go raid her? Is it so wrong? I just love her so much. Also, I did not get to smoke the bowl I was gonna smoke, so I'm gonna do that now. Did you come up with any ideas for the team name? Here, maybe we can go here for a bit. Because I was thinking we name it after the game and call ourselves the new challengers. Uh-oh. Why is chat connecting? Oh, it's back. Bear with me for a moment. I don't know if y'all came up. You guys kind of discussed it. Faith has a bias. Do what you want, repoll. Like, that's where I'm gonna go. Third option, Raidman. Yeah, well, option A is also Raidman. Like, I'll just pull her up. We'll pull her up on the screen and we'll wait for her face to pop up. Man, if you hear, no, you're not. I don't think she is. I haven't checked, but I think she's busy. I think she might. She's busy until 4 usually, if she, or it's 4 my time. She's usually busy right up until she's streaming. Otherwise, she would stream earlier. So I don't think she is. Min, if you're here, I love you. But so I was gonna name the team PNC, the new challengers, after the game. But is it too much of a mouthful? What did that guy call us? Laundromat Crusaders. Pizza and laundry. Pit crew like Pizza Pit. Pizza Planet. These are all too hard. I've got the perfect idea. Oh look, it already knew. That, yeah, that's what I wanted to name them. But we don't have to commit to it. It already knew. It's like, you're gonna name it after the game, aren't you? You predictable little loser. I'm just kidding. I'm sure the game would never. Okay, so I had an idea and I wanna know if you think it's funny. But I have to pull my sources bar out. Ooh, stop. And then I need to go into my camera. I wanted to like move all of this. Like, what if we like put ourselves into the game? Because I feel like we would be here. And we can do this. Tomato lover? Who, me? Are you calling me a tomato lover? Great, and then I put myself in this box. Like I'm part of the game. I think it's funny. Except I should probably not do it right in this screen. I should probably actually put everything back. And then I should duplicate this screen. And then I can like stuff myself into a box. What a weird thing to say. Now you don't want to clip in the spot. Okay. Right, and then I like put myself in the game. Here. Or do only I think that's funny? No, keep it, okay. We're gonna have to look at it when there's like regular dialogue, but I figured this screen would provide the context. Yeah, just call it TNC. It's fine. No, is that right? I don't know. Can we come up with something better? I don't know. I used up all my brain today, yeah. I don't even have brain today. I'm so grateful that we're doing all gutsy so I don't have to choose. It's fine, just save it. Yeah, it's great. It's perfect. It's amazing. Yeah, no thing, just gutsy, exactly. Ooh, it keeps snapping. I don't know where this goes now. Look at the little planets. Those are like sub badges and shit. Do we have a screen where I'm like trapped inside this? I feel like yes. But I don't know where to put it. And then you were to suffocate with bits. Yeah, then you guys would drown me. I'm gonna figure out how to fill the cam thing with like little like treats and stuff. I just think that would be so funny. Oh yeah, I was gonna move chat just a little tiny bit. Might as well, right? Game is very brightly colored. Okay, and then we'll see where my face needs to be later. That's great. Thanks, Iris. Okay, so my face... Well, I guess there works because that's just the control box and you guys don't really need to see that. Right here. It's a real life power wash sim right now. They're power washing my apartment building for the next few weeks. How will I stay awake and get anything done? So true. Let's make sure I've got the grammar. Which of these sounds correct to me? The new challengers is awesome. The new challengers are awesome.
Good work.
Okay, your team name and acronym are now registered with discomfort.fest. I've also emailed everyone to let them know of the change. Next, it's time to pick a sponsor. Beating Team Play to Win makes my job simple. You had sponsors lined up to talk to you. If you can keep that hot streak going, this will be easy peasy lemon squeezy. I've organized dossiers for you, including sponsors' original pitch and any comments from your friends about the offer. Wow, thanks, Iris. Here I was thinking that being a manager would be like difficult and stuff.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I was originally made to be a virtual assistant to high-powered business executives. This sort of thing is child's play to me. Now, let's take a look at your offers. You have 3 of them to consider. Good day, Miss Dent. I represent Crimson Tiger Energy Drink, the premier beverage of choice for the 13 to 25-year-old gamer demographic. We are always on the lookout for promising young teams, and yours shows a great deal of promise. We'd like to sponsor your entry to the Pro Tour. You'll find our team salary package more than generous, allowing you to focus entirely on your team's training and practice without day jobs to worry about. In return, we'd like you to wear our red branding colors and be seen drinking our products. A simple request, we feel. With over 20 years of experience in this field, I assure you that you'll find no finer a partner than Crimson Tiger.
Don't know about that.
Hey, Iris forwarded me the CT offer. I guess they're a proven brand, but do we really want to be sponsored by the guy who sponsors everyone already? Plus, their energy drink tastes like warm battery acid. No way in hell I'm sleeping that stuff down.
You've gotta be kidding.
I've never been a fan of blatant machismo, I can't say that word, an in-your-face attitude of Crimson Tiger, especially not when that's still a huge problem in the scene. Also, have you seen their clothing design? It's better suited for a gamer chair than an actual human body. I refuse to wear anything that obnoxious. Machismo. Was that good? Probably not. It's okay. So they can offer us all the money we'd need to make this happen, but I need to wear their color, chug their energy drinks, and annoy Domino and Rhapsody. Doing business means accepting trade-offs, Mr. Manager. Maybe the next 2 offers will be more to your liking. Hey, Mr. Manager, glad to see you showing up to Team Play to Win. We need fresh blood on the scene to keep it stagnant, and you are fresh. Blade Joysticks, maker of professional grade fighting game joysticks, wants to sponsor your team all the way to the top. Our team salaries can't compete with the top draws, I'll admit that, but you'll get free hardware and all the controllers you'll ever need. Sign with us and we'll make sure you're all kitted out. Sound good? Let me know.
I don't think that's a good idea.
They mean well, but the reason Blade can't offer a lot of money is because they're probably going out of business in a few years. Blade controllers are player 2 sticks you let your cousin use because you don't want them wrecking your good joysticks.
Not down for that.
Plus, I literally can't use their joysticks. They're too stiff and it hurts my wrists. If you want to trade your keyboard for Blade, feel free, but personally, I won't be using their gear. Sorry. Piles and piles of free gear would save some money, but if Grace and Jinx both don't like Blade, I can't say I like the idea of ditching good old Beiji, the 101 keyboard, for a joystick just to keep them happy. You could have everyone else on the team other than Jinx use Blades if you want to keep your competitive keyboard edge. There are options. Also, there's one more candidate to consider. And if I may lend my own biased view, I think they're exactly what we need. Of course, it's Pizza Yums. Good to talk to you, Sydney. We're here in the Pizza Yums. We here in the Pizza Yums family have been following your story closely. Everybody loves an underdog. We'd love to sponsor you. We've got experience helping people build their brand and can really get you to the next level. We can offer as much money as more. We can't offer much money as a more esports focused company, but we also don't have any demands in return. We just want to help you soar. It would be helpful if you were a bit more family friendly though. Let's talk. Just drop me a line and we'll arrange to pay your entrance fee for the tournament, if nothing else.
No f***ing way.
Family friendly? Seriously? Frick that. I make no apologies for who I am or what I want to say. Plus, pizza bagels taste like school glue on cardboard. Hey, that's mean.
I must protest.
Pizza Yums is run by capitalist thugs. They're all run by capitalist thugs, Loxley. We're looking for a gaming sponsor who line their pockets by pushing processed garbage food of highly dubious nutritional value. In addition, they've sponsored many an event at Deco's Palace. Excuse me, the Palace. The pinnacle of the anti-arcade. I say nay. Dang it. So no matter who I pick, I upset someone. Seriously? It seems that way. Sorry, Mr. Manager, but these are tough decisions you need to make when you're in a position of leadership. They'll accept your decision no matter what, but you may lose standing with two of them, depending on what you decide. I guess crowdfunding isn't an option. Not for the amount of money we'll need for travel and tournament expenses. Even the cheapest of offers would get us more than GoFundMe would. Right, decision time then. Who do we feel like pissing off? I just like saying, Crimson Tiger energy drink. I think it's funny that Loxley protested about Pizza Yums being evil capitalists, but not the other two, because I feel like it's equally applicable for all of these offers. Just don't do my goth queen dirty. Okay. Faith has one strong opinion. Anyone else with strong opinions? Don't you want bottomless money? Like, is infinite money worth pissing my two friends off for? I like kind of feel like it. And their protests were taste bad and uniforms are ugly. And I feel like both of those are negotiable. Amanda's like, the things I would do for you can buy new friends. And it's so fun to say Crimson Tiger energy. Seems like the gutsy choice anyway. You're right. They don't have the choice attributions, but I feel like you're right. Thanks, everyone. Like, as much as we love pizza yums, why would we sell our souls for less money? Is there a catch? In every option, they won't like it, so we might as well go for big money. Yeah, someone's always upset, but I'm always a little bit less upset with a fat wad of cash in my hands. Crimson Tiger has a strong reputation and can get us everything we need to make this happen. I'll wear red so the others don't have to.
Sure. Let's
Hey,
embrace
if
our
you're the
game.
one who has to guzzle the innards of a toxic swamp monster instead of me, I'll sign that dotted line. Just remember that I warned ya.
Well, that's disappointing.
Well, I'm not thrilled by your choice. I won't deny their support is gonna help. I'll try to find something that matches their uniform.
Sounds good.
Domino is cute. I didn't meet this character, but he's also like a little bit crazy. Did you see the picture on Threads of his crazy face? He'll probably do it again. Don't worry. Oh, LOL. No, it's okay. It's okay. Wait, maybe it's on my hard drive. Definitely in my screenshots somewhere. These screenshots? Nope, that's Tiny Glade. I missed that game. We're gonna go back to it eventually. We just had to wait out the burnout. You know how it is sometimes. Hello? You're not gonna reverse that? Oh, there it is. Here, hold on. I have this saved to my computer. I just need you to see this. Okay. Just remember this. Just remember this, okay? Whenever you think, hey, Domino's kind of cute, just remember. Just remember this face, okay? This needs to be a redeemable. Okay, I'll make it into a PNG. It's terrifying. Jump scare chat. I let out a long exhale, leaning back into my chair. Yeah, make it cover the whole screen and then pretend that I can't see it. What are you guys talking about? The game looks normal to me. Gaslight you guys. This is more stressful than I thought it'd be, but you're doing so well and you'll only get better at it with time. With me in your pocket, figuratively and literally, there's no way that you can lose. I mean, you can still lose your VOD 2 matches, but still. I have a lot of functionality you haven't even tapped yet, you know. If you want me to, I can get you leverage to negotiate more from your sponsor. Leverage as in, blackmail? You'd be surprised how many embarrassing details are perfectly public if you know how to search them. What do you say? No federal crimes. Yeah, we're gonna forbid her from doing federal crimes. But, like, unless you guys really think we should consider it, but I don't know about that one. Not with a big time sponsor. Crimson Dragon Energy would bury us. Bury. No blackmail. Iris, things are already a little sketchy. Let's not add blackmail to my rap sheet, okay? Is it really blackmail if it's just some incriminating information dug out of the deep web sources and used as a looming threat? You literally just defined the word blackmail. Good point. I guess I'm new at this. What with being freshly activated only yesterday. Maybe it'd help me align my morality subroutines if I knew why you want to give up this advantage. The risk just isn't worth the reward. I'll admit, more funding would give us more options, but we just chose the most money option. Do we really need more funding? We got caught, it's the end of the line. I'd rather play it safe and just follow the rules on this one than mess around. I could calculate your risk percentage of failure if you need a more accurate estimate on your chances, but I also understand the anxiety that humans can experience taking any risk. Okay, I'll play it safe, thank you. Now, you should go freshen up. Team practice starts soon, and you still need to catch the subway over to good, clean fun. Onwards, Mr. Manager. Onwards, Mr. Manager. At least that's over with. All I need to do now is go to the arcade and kick some virtual ass. I know I can do that at least. No more wrangling strong personalities. No more settling conflicts. Just doing what I was born to do. Play games. Right? 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 Except, well... Ugh, matchmaking is taking forever. It's literally been 2 minutes, Zapper. You know, forever. How are we supposed to get practice matches in if the server can't find anyone at our skill level? It's gotta be your elo dragging us down or something. Or yours is dragging us up. High rank pros aren't always playing this early in the day, you know. Having only a single VOD 2 machine in the entire arcade puts a slow day for online matchmaking. Why aren't you playing against each other? Because then you can analyze flaws in each other's strategies. What a dummy. Obviously you do PvP so 4 people can play at once. And then you can also find out who works well together. Stupid, stupid. On the plus side, while Don and Zap are busy getting their rounds in, I'm free to wander around and chat with people. Probably for the best. Haven't spent much time getting to know them yet. I should take advantage of this moment. Doubt I can visit everyone before it's my turn at bat, but I can squeeze in some socializing. Who should we want to talk to? Okay, well, I know that Faith wants to talk to our goth queen Jinx, and Jinx is with Grace, and I kind of want to talk to Grace anyway. So obviously talking to both of them is the right answer here. And we need to get some more even leveling. Dang. They're actually doing laundry. I love that. We have laundry too. With good, clean fun being a trifecta of greasy food, clean clothes, and hot arcade action. Not too surprising to see that my arcade friends washing underwear and stuff. Grace is chatting away with Jinx while folding mostly black clothing from the dryer. Jinx, for her part, occasionally glances at her phone while talking. How many socks have you lost the sock goblin today? A few, but sock goblins aren't real. Then maybe it's Grace? Unlikely. Besides, Grace is helping me get my clothes sorted out. It'd be counterproductive. She does your laundry?
Bad idea.
Can't exactly carry a giant basket of clothes with these arms. I used to use a wagon and tug it along on wheels, but it's less tiring to get some help with stuff like this, and Grace volunteered. Always happy to lend a hand to my BFF. And it's a good opportunity to just chat and relax, you know? Oh, am I interrupting a chat and relax time? Nah, it's fine. Something grabs Jinx's attention and her eyes flicker down at her phone while Grace continues folding black t-shirts. Grace, that car you were talking about, Asmov? Yeah? And Jinx turns her phone around to show the news headline. Self-driving car kills driver in accident. Alarm! Grace nearly drops the shirt she was folding.
Oh no.
Says here that it was swerving to avoid someone who screwed up and drifted out of their lane. Someone would have died either way. Still not great for them.
Oh.
That's really disappointing, even beyond my condolences for that poor man behind the wheel. A lot of us in AI development community were really pulling for Asmov. They could resolve a lot of our infrastructure and transportation problems. Maybe they can fix the bug and the negative PR won't squish the entire project. I doubt it. Problem is people. Any crappy human drives on the road introduces X factor that Asimov can't always solve for. Ugh. Sometimes I think people can't be trusted with cars. We're too reckless and too inattentive for these high-speed metal bricks. That's actually why I would be unsafe at any. Where's the gutsy? There's no gutsy. There's... Your professional virtual racer, can't skills be taught? Alright, yeah, that's why I don't own a car. I'd be unsafe at any speed. As someone who works in personal injury law, drivers cannot, in fact, be trusted. Oh no. That's like... so sad. Okay. Um, Can't driving be taught? I don't know about this. Driving is a skill like any other. First tone. What? What if we required more extensive driver's education before we let them behind the wheel? I'd be in favor, of course. Doubt anyone else would be, but public safety is more important than some whiners. But even a skilled driver can lose focus or make a bad decision. All it takes is one bad decision. Sometimes I feel like I think if every car was just run by code, it'd all flow smoothly, optimally, and safely. Even if America will never give up driving. Yeah, that's unlikely. Even aside from one's independent spirit and freedom of movement, people don't trust AI yet. And sadly, this incident won't help their chances at acceptance in the mainstream. Maybe Irish should drive cars instead? Could you imagine Iris behind the wheel? Personally, I don't think I could. Haha. Last one. Yeah, we actually have to go gutsy and believe in self-driving cars. Industry just has to keep pushing forward despite the haters. So this was like, you know, the spacing seems to be working out pretty well though. Hey, don't let this get you down. Every technology faces setbacks. If they keep pushing forward, they'll get there one day. The public is still thinking killer robots from the future, but that'll pass, especially if we don't give up. Exactly, we need to keep trying and learn from our mistakes and move ahead. I just hope that this doesn't result in defunding of the project. The intersection of progress and capitalism can be weird. I love science. I mean, I love science, not in that OMG goofy science rules way you see on Facewall or Twitter. I'm a firm believer in both human spirit and the ability to improve upon the human condition through science.
That's wonderful.
Robotics, biohacking, space exploration, everything. There's a bright future ahead of us if we're willing to put old attitudes aside to reach for it. With the last of the laundry folded, Grace packs the clothes up in a plastic laundry basket. I'm feeling better now, and I'm sure Asimov will bounce back from this. Have a good lurk. Gotta do some grading, but I'm listening. Okay, good to hear, good to hear.
See you later.
Excuse me, Mr. Manager. Grace and I gotta drag this stuff back to my place. Okay, but come back in time for team practice. I'm sure the VOD 2 machine will be available soon. Won't be gone long. I've literally lived 3 floors up in the apartment over GCF. Oh, hey, that's handy. Definitely. Domino and Zappa are still playing, so it's odd to see someone else. Who's next? Let's go see Rhapsody. For Amanda. Amanda. Lunch. I just feel like we have enough friendship points in Loxley. We gotta balance it out, you know? I find Rhapsody in the far back booth of the pizzeria. They're fiddling with their phone. I wander my way back to where they're sitting, and upon arrival, I notice a whole mass of papers and drawings strewn across the table. Are you trying to solve a murder mystery or put together the pieces of a conspiracy theory? Rhapsody smiles wildly and looks up at me. All I'm missing is the red yarn tying everything together. Exactly, so which is it? Neither. Look for yourself, what do you see? I do as they say and actually take a look at the papers, but it's mostly ineligible. Rhapsody could be a doctor with that, right? Or a child. Or a child doctor? Well, if your handwriting were better. Hey now, not fair. Okay, so my chicken scratch isn't the most legible, but surely you can see beyond that. Once again, oopsie, I did not read that. I forgot that we could make that go away. Good to know. What did that say? But surely you can see beyond that. Oh, okay, didn't even skip forward. I just made it disappear. Once again, I peer and see beyond the words. It's lists. Complete list of matchup counters, tier lists, and a whole slew of details included about them. I already know a fair amount of this from playing, but these matchups and combo moves on Rhapsody's notes are ones I haven't really thought about. You're extremely detail-oriented. Thanks for noticing. Now why don't you stop hovering over me like a creep and join me? I acquiesce and slide into the seat across from Rhapsody. And even before I have a chance to prod them further with questions, they begin answering them. I'm just trying to put down everything I know about VOD 2 on paper into something cohesive so I can share it with everyone. We're a team now, a legit one. Everyone will need to be on their best game always. Everyone needs to know the why of every action we perform. Cause and effect. It's important. We can only learn so much by playing the game, but studying how the game works, exploiting the moveset, seeing which combos overpower others. Rhapsody looks up at me and smiles gently.
That's what I'm talking about.
If we are doing this, we're doing it right, right? There's no small amount of work to put all of this out there on paper. Oh, it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. Me, that's the gutsy answer. Right, it's all or nothing. We've got a 110% go 110% on this, and info dump can help with that. Maybe we can even encourage some of our less inclined team members to study. If we can't know it all, we're dooming ourselves to failure. I wouldn't go that far, Mr. Manager, but I do agree with the more you know. Rhapsody simulates a shooting star flying overhead with their hands. Rhapsody pauses, elbows resting on the table, and places their head upon their entwined fingers. They gaze directly into my eyes, and I can sense a fire in them. I want to win this. So do I. No, I don't think you understand. I really, really want to win this. So do I. Really, really. Rhapsody chuckles softly.
Sounds good to me.
Well, I guess we're one and the same, and we best win, or there will be two of us crying. Not too long ago, Rhapsody didn't even want to play, and now they're dying to win, making flashcards and getting really serious about the whole thing. What changed, honestly? Rhapsody inhales a sharp breath, shocked by the question, but soon relaxes into themselves, seeming to know exactly what I'm referring to. I've never tasted victory. I've watched plenty of my friends suckle from that tea. What's the phrase? Always the bridesmaid? Ha. Rhapsody considers how to phrase things before speaking. I've always had a talent for puzzle solving. There's a certain excitement, a feeling you can't quite put into words in working through a puzzle, isn't there? Your brain sees all the different pathways, the options before you, and then weighs them all out separately. If there's more than one way for success, one has to determine which is the best way. That's not even including outside factors. And when you solve that puzzle, it's like a reward just for yourself. You don't share that triumph with others. It's between you and the puzzle. It's the same in competitive games. They're just bigger and more intricate puzzles to solve. Pleased with the explanation, they smile at me. So, no one's surprised when I fell head over heels in competitive games. From Smash Bros to VOD, I've played them all. And with each new game, I learn it in its entirety. The combos, the perfect executions, the matchups. Otherwise, how else would I be able to solve the puzzle? I even shared with others those details, showed them how to defeat anyone and win. I taught them everything I knew. They climbed and won, and took home championship titles. They succeeded. As for me, that was one puzzle you couldn't solve. Rhapsody nods solemnly. So I gave up. Why even try if you're just gonna fail? It's not worth it, is it? How could I know so much about a game and not ever succeed?
It was my fault.
Those thoughts consume me. I found it affecting me. So I focused on teaching others instead. I could find at least a small bit of happiness in their victories. I was safer that way. Rhapsody takes a long, reflexive pause. And you know, looking back at it, I do find pleasure through other successes. I'm glad to be that person to turn to for guidance. But there's still a part of me that can't let go of that desire. Oh geez, look at me. I've gone off monologuing for way too long. Mr. Manager, don't hesitate to interrupt me. All of what Rhapsody is saying, I think I understand. Winning is everything to you. That's what we have to say. I can emphasize with Rhapsody's want to win. I'd like nothing more than to hold that trophy above my head and watch my fans cheer me on. If you don't win, you'll continue to view yourself as a failure. Winning is what's most important to you.
Nah.
That's a little much. Being alive, having friends, and happiness, those are most important. But no lies, winning is pretty high on the list. And now you want to try again? Exactly. And you know why the new challengers must win. I won't accept another loss. I'm hopeful we can win, especially with all your help, Rhapsody. You're a valuable part of this team. Rhapsody smiles warmly.
Loving that passion.
I'd be lying if I didn't say you've been a major player in this drive to win again. Rhapsody bites their lower lip shyly and looks away, slightly embarrassed. And then the mood changes dramatically as Rhapsody's attention shifts from me to the mess before them. And they begin scooping up all their strewn about papers and stuffing them into their pockets. Oh dang, I still have to type up all these notes for everyone. No one can read my handwriting either. Teachers gotta write up a syllabus, so to speak. Don't worry, I'll be back in time for my matches. There's an internet cafe around the corner. This'll take me no time at all. And in a rush, Rhapsody slides from the booth and I watch them wave to Ben and Matt as they leave the pizzeria. Rhapsody left in such a hurry. I hope that everything's okay. Maybe they're just excited about the chance to really win this time. Regardless, I should see what everyone else is up to. Donna and Zappa are still playing, so it's off to see someone else. I'm tired of talking to Loxley, so we're gonna go get some pizza. Wait, what time is it? 10 more minutes? Do you think that's enough time to get a slice of food? Sounds like a good idea. I might have been tangled up in practice sessions all afternoon, so a slice of Za would be advisable.
Good day.
A fine day indeed.
Your first day as a manager. How exciting. What can we get for you, our delightful high-powered business executive?
Please just call me Mr. Manager, and I'll keep it simple. Cheese lover pizza.
Can't be too cheesy, I always say, even if my bowels occasionally say otherwise.
Belt. One piping hot slice of good stuff slides over to me, and I open the panache on it, too eager to go find a table
Wow,
first.
you're full of pep today. I would have thought your first shot at managerial duties would grind you down into a tiny, quivering wad of stressed-out jelly.
Please don't remind me. I'm trying to avoid liquefying myself. When I was here yesterday, I didn't realize that becoming our team's manager was one step on my dream ladder.
Sometimes the ladder to our dreams has missing steps. In that case, it can be difficult to climb by yourself.
Ben's right. No need to burden just yourself, especially when there are people around you who've had some experience at making dreams happen.
Who?
Us. Matt's talking about us.
Indeed, we'd be happy to impart our learned wisdom upon the younger generation. Want some pointers?
Okay. We really shouldn't take more bonus points into Gutsy. It's a bad move strategically because we have no other personality traits. But also, how I blow off stress. Primal Scream Therapy. Drum Circle. How should I manage interpersonal conflicts? I want to keep everybody happy. How can I keep them... pump them up, really get them ready to take on all challengers? How should I manage finances and expenses and things to avoid problems? All very good questions. Oh, I'm gonna make sure that no one can read in here, so we don't have another accident like last time. Like, we really shouldn't choose Gutsy. Also, it's fine to go all in on one trait. There's not a right or wrong way to play. That's true, James. That's true. Also, if anyone wants to think up a funny raid message for Min, I would love that, but no pressure. If that is something that one of you would be interested in doing. Otherwise, I will try to figure it out. We are gonna be leaving soon. But how do we pump them up? Getting the new challenges on the same page is gonna be tough. Many of them weren't. You were learning how to min-max in arcade spirits. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing. Many of them weren't interested in Pro Tour before I came along. How do I keep them all striving and driving towards our common goal? I want to pump up the group and get them excited.
Good.
Ah, the ever-present morale officer here to enforce happiness. Not quite that. But that's the key, isn't it? Morale, making sure they're engaged, invested, and happy to fight. We are bringing unlimited snacks, unlimited strawberry shakes to snack on. Get out of here, ad. Nobody wants you here. What if we make it like, oops, I spilled my strawberry shake? Something like that. I think that's funny. Like, oops, I spilled my strawberry shake. Sorry, I know I'm getting distracted. Morale. Yeah, we read that. Nothing rallies the troops quite like a passionate speech. Keep your own passions boiling and they'll warm up to you. But remember, you're responsible for their success, not just their attitude. Be sure you can back up your words. Responsibilities on top of, you know, playing VOD too. This is still a heck of a lot for me.
Indubitably.
Undoubtedly.
You can do the thing, we believe in you, but you barely know me. We're excellent judges of character. Say, you know who Mr. Manager reminds me of? A young Jaden Jackson. Indeed. That same spark of destiny, I'd say. Really going places. Who? That was my old character. Oh, this is a few years back. You wouldn't know the details. We cheered Jaden while they created a lovely arcade. What a grand adventure that was. Lovely dreams, simply lovely. No doubt similar to your own dreams in a way.
You never know quite where life will take you. Something Matt and I have experienced firsthand.
Indeed. We started out running a donut shop and bookstore.
If you kept the same surname, you get some flavor text later on. Interesting. We could always change that too. Do I become my own kid somehow? My cousin? You ran both a donut shop and a bookstore? How'd you manage to run those two at once?
By running one business. We sold books and donuts under one roof.
The whole story. Ah, such halcyon days of literature and sugar.
Sadly, shifting demographics and the opening of a high-end cafe named La Biblio the Queue du Croissant signaled the end of that venture.
Biblio the Q. I think he means Bibliothèque du Croissant. That's how you would actually say that, if anyone was wondering. In French, it would be La Bibliothèque du Croissant. But you know, it's cool. Yeah, the Croissant Library. That was a rough read aloud there. Okay.
Another sad tale of local business crushed by Big Donut and Big Book.
Not that we let it bring us down. No, we moved right along to our next idea. Pizza, laundry, and video games.
I'm sorry, this was your go-to idea? That was painful to listen to. I wonder if it was deliberate. Me too. Oh.
Self-voicing disabled.
Positively.
My point is, you may never know where you'll end up, but the journey to get there will certainly be interesting.
We'll ask Flower next time they show up. We'll be like, was the mispronunciation of bibliotech intentional?
You weren't expecting to manage an esports team, but look, you're managing an esports team. Isn't that something?
Isn't that something?
Wear the mark of chaos with pride. Surf the wave, ride the snake.
Ride the snake? What kind of advice is that?
That means something entirely different, Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
Aww.
Ben contemplates his next words as their back and forth stream of consciousness finally pauses for a brief moment. No F off ads. We're leaving soon. Leave us alone. I don't even know what he just asked us. Hoisting a trophy over my head while Williams' fans stream, I guess. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Dead in a shocking tuna fish mishap? We have to choose the gutsy one? Okay. Still gonna be playing esports, obviously. I mean, honestly, that's where I saw myself being a mega winner till the end of time. I know it's unrealistic, but I'm working through some stuff, but that's the truth for now. I'm glad you found TNC then. Together you'll work through all and everything. A finer gathering of folks you'll not find indeed. And if you need any further guidance, you know where to find us. Right here during working hours. Now then, next order please. And that's when I noticed a very long line forming behind me of people waiting for Ben and Matt to get on with this. I mumble an apology and scamper off to devour my pizza. Not sure where Ben and Matt work as an obligatory substitute father figure in the grand narrative of my life, but at the very least, they make for cool uncles. Okay, that's nice. No, please, I don't want to check on them. I want to save the game. Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! I'm gonna save this in a new slot. Save now? Okay, we're leaving now anyway, so before the next scene sucks you in, yeah, I know. We're closing the game so that I don't get sucked in. Thanks for the heads up though. Okay, now let me change it to Let's go to this scene while we hang out for a sec. That's not my chat. This is my chat. As you all know, we're reading out immediately. Okay, let me make some raid messages. You fought off Polybus. A winner is you. Thanks for streaming the game. No worries. I'm honestly probably gonna be back tomorrow same time. It would be so real with you. We need to find some global emotes first. Oh, they added new ones. Here, we're gonna use feels vi, and we're gonna say, oops, hold on. We're gonna, this is the raid must. Oops, I dropped my shake. Got it, my strawberry shake. Great. Okay. There's your global raid message. Let me get the raid started while I do this. We're going to see Min. You should know that. And then let me just quickly make a sub raid message. think we're gonna use the panic one. And we're just gonna... Nope. It's gonna say, oops, I dropped my strawberry shake. Okay, that's the raid message. I'm gonna switch it over to the end screen. See you on the other side. Please come along for the raid. Okay, I miss you all already. Bye!